Princess Catherine had just turned to leave the small school in Italy, when several children suddenly ran toward her, wrapped their arms around her tightly, and simply refused to let go. It was such a natural reaction from children who had known her for less than an hour. And honestly, that moment moved many people more deeply than any speech delivered during the entire visit. So what was it about Princess Catherine that made complete strangers feel so instantly close to her? The emotional scene unfolded during Princess Catherine's visit to the Salvador Allende preschool in Reggio Emilia, where she spent time exploring outdoor learning activities alongside children and teachers. The engagement was part of her wider Italy visit, but what stood out was not ceremony or royal tradition. Instead, the atmosphere felt warm, familiar, and unexpectedly personal. And here's the beautiful part. The connection seemed to begin almost immediately. Earlier in the visit, Princess Catherine introduced herself to the children as Caterina, using the Italian version of her name. It was such a simple gesture, but inside that classroom, it changed the entire atmosphere. One little girl proudly answered in English. Catherine laughed warmly when she discovered another child shared the same name, instantly turning the interaction into something playful rather than formal. That detail mattered more than people may realize. Children can become shy, adults become careful, and every interaction starts to feel rehearsed. But in Reggio Emilia, Catherine appeared determined to remove that distance completely. She crouched down to eye level while speaking to the pupils, listened carefully as they explained their activities, and joined their projects directly instead of simply observing from the sidelines. At one point, she examined pond creatures alongside the children using magnifying glasses. In another moment, she helped shape clay tree roots around a living tree installation. The princess was not standing above the activities as a guest of honor. She became part of them. And viewers noticed it immediately. There was no visible performance from the pupils. Their reactions felt instinctive, especially during the goodbye moment that later became the emotional center of the entire tour. Because when those children hugged Catherine tightly and held onto her hands, it did not look staged. It looked genuine. That authenticity is exactly why the footage spread so quickly online. The visit itself also carried a deeper purpose connected to Catherine's long-standing work around early childhood development. The preschool follows the internationally respected Reggio Emilia educational philosophy, which encourages creativity, emotional awareness, outdoor exploration, and child-led learning. This is an area Princess Catherine has increasingly placed at the center of her royal role over the past several years. Catherine has consistently highlighted emotional well-being, communication skills, and the importance of early childhood experiences in shaping adult mental health. One particularly touching interaction happened when Catherine noticed a young boy comforting a girl in a wheelchair who experiences hearing difficulties. Watching the children support each other so naturally, the princess quietly commented on how lucky the girl was to have such caring friends. It was only a brief remark, but honestly, it revealed what Catherine seemed to be observing throughout the entire visit: kindness, empathy, and emotional confidence among the children. For many viewers, the story was not simply about Princess Catherine visiting a school in Italy. Calm, emotionally aware, approachable, and increasingly focused on causes that feel deeply connected to ordinary family life. Outside the school gates, hundreds of local residents gathered hoping to catch a glimpse of the Princess of Wales. Even though details of the engagement had not been widely announced beforehand, crowds chanted her name as she arrived, creating scenes similar to major royal tours. They were the quieter moments inside the school garden. Moments where Catherine paused to listen carefully to a child. Moments where children instinctively trusted her enough to hold on to her a little longer before she left. And in many ways, that may be exactly what makes Princess Catherine's public image so effective right now. Instead, her strongest moments often emerge through small interactions that feel deeply human. In my opinion, this Italy visit also showed how carefully Catherine has shaped the direction of her royal work. Modern audiences respond strongly to authenticity, especially when it involves children, empathy, and emotional intelligence. And Catherine seems increasingly comfortable leaning into those quieter strengths. By the end of the visit, the lasting image was surprisingly simple. And honestly, That may have become one of the most powerful royal moments of the year so far. But what do you think about Princess Catherine's emotional visit to Italy? Do moments like this help explain why so many people feel personally connected to the Princess of Wales? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal family updates and emotional royal moments from around the world.